tax evasion is very funny. You know what's not funny though? Dabbing on the dead. I don't know why you have to hear it from me, but you're hearing it from me. As the time of recording this video, the Queen of England passed away, sadly, yesterday afternoon. Naturally, that is worldwide news because it is, you know, it's the Queen of England, but it is still someone. It is a person that has passed away. You gotta give the respect when it's, you know, necessary. And I'm saying that mainly because of this video. Just seeing different people's reactions. Personally, I don't see the appeal of making fun out of a person that has literally only just passed away. I know that there's always been a meme of like, oh, the Queen's never gonna die and stuff. Like, it's funny because it wasn't true and, you know, she was still alive and the joke is like, oh, she's not dead, lol. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you can't joke about things, but when somebody has literally just died, it's, you know what I mean? Just like for a second at least. I found out from scrolling through Twitter, it's not the best place to find out your info, nor is it the best place to be in general. I found out from Tommy Innit. I'm so not proud that this is how I have obtained this information. But before I saw this tweet, I saw one from Jay Schlatt on my way home from the UK. Love that place. And this was before I knew anything. I replied saying this. As soon as I see that, I go up a bit and I saw the Tommy Innit tweet. All hell broke loose. And then I went back to take back that comment. This specific scenario, it's almost poetic. I hate the fact that I've just said that. Continuing with Jay Schlatt, I saw him post this on Instagram. I'm not somebody that gets offended by stuff like, I don't actually care. I don't deep life like that. But this was the first time he's made a post that's made me yikes IRL. Like, I saw this in my feed and I went, oh God. It's just a bit mad, isn't it? Like, see comments. So it was you. He also made a follow-up video.
Hello, everybody. I know this looks really, really bad, but I swear to you, you have to believe me that I had nothing to do with this. Please, do not send any men to my door because I will not be opening it. I had nothing to do. Hello, everybody.
Oh, dearie me. It's better to laugh about something. Nah, bro, you disrespect Lizzie. I'm going to pull up with the 4-4, you feel me? I'm lactose intolerant. I don't know, something about milk. Why did... See ya. That's how I end every dispute, guys. On another note, I also saw this post from Anthony Fantano. Anthony, you're wrong for this. You're wrong for this. It's been 10 minutes, Anthony. It's just instantaneous. It's what Americans do, man. It's what they do. They don't get it. They don't get the crime, man. They don't understand what people like us have to go through. Bro, I'm here with the Lizzie Defense Squad. You better take down any of your memes that you've made about our queen. And one thing that genuinely does annoy me is actually what the royal family themselves do. They announce the death, but along with the death, they also say, oh, now this person's the new king. So, forget everything you remember about the national anthems and stuff. It's God Save the King now, baby. I was watching the news as well. They'd always say Her Majesty, but then they'd be like, oh God, I meant His Majesty. It's just better to have like a female leader. I don't even know. Does the Queen lead? The Queen doesn't really lead us. Like, why do we have a Prime Minister if we have a Queen? Like, I never, there's something I've never understood. America doesn't have a king or queen. So is the president like the king of the country? I'm not a reputable source. Don't quote me on anything that you see here. That's just a weird thing that the royal family does. I mean, I guess that's something they've always done. Just a little PSA. Whether you love him or you hate him, the person's died. Like, you know, there's no coming back from, you know, being dead. There's such a divide, especially for somebody like the Queen. Like, oh, the Queen's great because she's done all these great things. But then people are also like, no, she's bad, she's done all these bad things. That's the same with literally anybody on earth, period. Like, you watching this video right now, when you die, God can pull up a list of everything bad that you've done. Be like, well, yeah, look at you. Idiot. You judge other people for having flaws. Look at you. Obviously, me saying that is to the people that are, like, ignorant minded. I feel like I get too mean and personal in these videos. I apologize, but there's one tweet I couldn't help myself. I don't like to reply to people on Twitter because it's just a cesspool. There's no point. It's a losing battle. If you reply to someone on Twitter, you've taken an L. I'll take the L here because, like, I saw a really nonsensical thing. So KSI made a statement in a tweet saying, rest in peace to Queen Elizabeth. That's the most PC response and reaction to a situation. You acknowledge that it's happened and you say, rest in peace. That is the bare minimum of a reaction to have about something like that. But then even that, people, like, it blows my mind that people have a problem with that. People have a problem with somebody just saying, rest in peace to this person that has just died. It's an issue that I've been seeing for such a long time just on social media. Somebody dies and people make fun of it. Is this how they get their kicks, by like punching down on the recently deceased? Like, oh, you get so many bitches, mate. Oh, no, I bet you get so many girls. So KSI tweeted this and then a guy replied saying, she wasn't good anyways. Over 100 likes. It's not a necessary thing to say. And then someone replied to that saying, what wasn't good about her? Lol. And then someone else replied after that saying, her family background. Like, yes, the Queen's ancestors may have been bad people, but you realize that the majority of human beings alive today have ancestors that weren't really great people. You do realize that, right? You are not a product of the people that came before you. I mean, you are a product, but you aren't the same as them. Yeah, but I just gave a quick little passive-aggressive response and ratioed him as well. What can I say? It just goes to show how little logic goes behind hatred towards people just in general. Do you know how dumb it sounds and how dumb it is to hate on people for dying? Who are you trying to... Like, what point are you trying to prove? It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I also saw a couple of memes as well. I got sent, like... I can't be bothered, man. It's basic human decency to just be the tiniest ounce respectful. Even if it's for a second. A joke is a joke, but when it's like dead ass, no cap, yo, for real, it's just a little bit mad. That's all I'm going to show because I don't want to get too into it because it's not worth it at the end of the day. It really isn't. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think about this national tragedy. Is that I don't know if that's the right way to put it. It's tragic and it's a nationwide thing because it's the Queen. She wasn't even a bad person, you know what I mean? Like, she did a lot. I was talking to my mum about it and then she was like, oh yeah, she was a mechanic. And then they were like, oh, you got to be Queen now. And she was like, oh, shit, man. TLDR, respect people.